Hello and welcome to a tour of my Minecraft survival world. This is a Bedrock edition multiplayer survival world I have with a couple of friends of mine. I will talk about them along the way. Currently we are at spawn right now. This is our little spawn building. Right here, I believe, right here is the exact spawn point. So there's a hole in the middle of the roof so you don't spawn on the roof and everything. And down here is the nether portal. We'll get to that in a moment. But this is a wonderful little building that I have made. It's based off of something I saw on Reddit recently. I wanted to make something at spawn, just some sort of building at spawn, so anyone who might be new to the world can join and hop down in the portal really quick. So it looks really cool. I really like it. All the spruce and everything. It's kind of supposed to be supposed to resemble the spruce biome that we are in. So let's move on from that. Down here is the nether portal. Just a simple little room. I don't really have any plans for it. I might redo it at some point, but just simple little room. So then we go through the portal, and I will show you the rest of the world. Right here is our nether tunnels. We have a small little system. It will eventually, over time, I will make more tunnels to more places, and I will, make them look good, not just, netherrack or anything. Here is spawn. We'll get to him in a moment. This is a friend of mine named Tomsoft. We'll get to his building and everything in a moment. Down here is where a creeper farm that I have made. We'll also get to that in a moment. But I want to go down here. Here's our stronghold portal. I will show you this really quickly. This also was based off of an image I saw. I don't know if it was on Reddit or not, but a lot of the buildings and things that I build are pretty heavily inspired on images that I find. So it's made also out of stone brick. Actually, the stone brick I used in the spawn area is just leftovers stone brick from here, but it's stone brick and deep slate. Oh, a friend of mine just joined. and oak, stripped oak, and some spruce up there. But yeah, past that is the end portal. There's nothing really at the end portal right now, so we don't have to go and look at it. But that's just there for the moment. I will eventually get around to doing the end portal and the spawn tunnels and all these other tunnels. The spawn tunnel, I believe, is the next thing on my list of priorities. Down here is the mine shaft where I dig quartz and netherite, and we'll get to that in a moment. That's the market plaza where our friends kind of buy and trade goods. But here is a portal to my base, and I wanted to go to here first. Just because, I mean, it's my area. So we'll hop over here really quickly. Let the world load. This is not my base. We'll get to that in a moment. That's my friend Zokeo's base. So here's my mine shaft. And up here, this mountain I have completely terraformed. Actually, it's been re-terraformed. by my friend Zokeo. So it's been terraformed twice, but the mountain itself was the first thing I did on the world. It completely like terraformed, not from scratch. I think I made a I did it on top of an existing mountain. Here is a simple bone meal farm I got off of a tutorial on YouTube. It is not produced anything right now, but when I'm AFKing at it, it produces a decent enough amount of bone meal. Um, I it was a part of a tutorial, but I think I turned it into something else a little later because it didn't seem to work for me. It's slowly beginning night, so I'm going to real quick sleep. This is oh okay well, but as it begins night and we can see the illumination of my house here. This is my house. It's also built based off of a image I found. This is the second thing that I built on the world. These signs just say Myth's house. I really quite like it. It's a nice rustic style house. Here's all my stuff. And up here is my there we go. Up here is my bedroom. Not much is really going on over here on the bedroom side. This is just kind of for decoration, though I have used the smithing table for my pickaxe, so. And out here is the balcony where you can look out on the world, which I think is really nice. So after that, we can I'll go down here, actually. I want to go down here, because this is my horse stable. A lot of this is different to how I built it, because like I said, my friend Zokeo completely terraformed everything. Completely redid, like, the path and all this, so that's really nice of him. These are my horses. They are named War, he's the black one, Famine, Death, and Mr. Hands, which is ironically my best horse. This is swiftly moving on from that. This building is nice. I believe I also got it from an image. Like I said, all of my builds are heavily based off of existing imagery. Down here, I have not made any of this, by the way. This was all Zokeo's doing. He kind of set me up with this, I don't know, this area for future plans if I ever have any ideas of what to put here. I didn't ask him to do this, he just did it. I'm not entirely sure what to put here, but I don't know, it looks nice. But yeah, he did this entire... He did the entire mountain. Whoops. He completely redid the entire mountain, and it looks so much nicer to where it was before. So that was nice of him. I guess since we're talking so much about Zokeo, we can go over and look at his stuff. These bridges were made by him. Oops. These bridges were made by him. He also terraformed this river. He made it a lot straighter than it was originally. All these paths, by the way, except for the one going up to my mountain, all these paths are also made by him. He's done a lot of like little community kind of touches here and there, but this is his base, Zokeo's house, and town hall. I don't know why it's called the town hall, but it is. So he's got like just extra rooms for whatever reason. A completely unused room. And then it has 3 floors, which I won't dwell too much on. That's his bedroom over there. I believe this just goes out to a balcony. He's got 2 balconies on his house here, so you can really like look out on everything. It's a really unique house. It used to be made out of stone brick, but then he replaced it with these tough blocks, and the tough blocks look a lot better, in my opinion. It's really a unique house. It's really kind of interesting house. I don't hate it. I give him shit all the time for how his house looks, but no, I mean I kind of like it. I've gotten used to it, and it looks kind of nice. Where should we go next? I think. Okay. He had a donkey. He gave me a donkey really early on, and he put him up at my mountain. This is the first I'm seeing of this, by the way. He put him up at my mountain, and I eventually gave him the donkey back and named it Zokeo Smells or something similar to it, and he ended up killing that. So this is apparently the real donkey, the true donkey. So that's funny. Here is a giant hole that he that's his mine shaft. My mine shaft is that shack over there. And there's a sheep down there, but he just kind of like gentleman's rules. He owns this hole, if that makes any sense. Here is we'll take a nice swing by here. This is Poctavian's house. My friend Poctavian. He comes on occasionally, but he's not super active on the server. Me and Zokeo and Tomsoft are like the only three that are really super active. But that's fine. This is his like bedroom area and whatnot, and he's got a map of his house. And yeah, his house is nice. It's really kind of interesting. I wonder, are these new? I'm wondering if these are new. They seem new. I don't recognize him having the little stripe around it. I asked you guys if they were new, like you would know. That's fair. Where should we go next? I think we can swing by the other Poctavian build. This is, I mean, you could tell they're made by the same person. But this is our library. This is our enchantment table. I use it for one of my shops. I use it very often. If I can get out, jeez. But yeah, it's a little mini version of his house, kind of. It looks nice. I do enjoy it, and I spend a lot of time here. So, trying to think of where else we could go. We could go to here. Here's Mateus' little shack. He was on for a little bit, maybe about a week and a half, and he's made himself a little chest, a little house, and it's got this storage area that's kind of like community. So that's nice of him, and we still kind of use it, mostly to just kind of dump stuff there. Let's go to Shad's house. This is Shadow House. This is the person who just joined, actually. Oh, great. There we go. Yeah, he joined not too long ago. I don't know exactly where he is. Oh, he's way out. Okay. But yeah, this is a nice house. He told me that he really took inspiration on my house, and you can kind of tell, but it's definitely quite different. Quite different. By the way, this is all Zokeo's doing. He's got like a vineyard, and and these cocoa beans, which I almost used, but there were some used for the spawn area, but there were some cocoa beans in a chest that I stole blatantly. But yeah, back to Shad's house. This is really nice. This is like one of my favorite houses on the server, definitely. And he's got some new additions, which I've only recently seen. He's got his own horse. He's named it Bojack, which I find really, not to stoop, I shouldn't be snooping. But I find that really cool that he's got a horse named Bojack. And he's also got a dog, which might also be a reference to something, but I'm not sure because I don't know what it's referencing. Is it on the first floor? I think it's on the second floor. But yeah, this is his smoker setup and little area. Steam. Oh, showed you behind the scenes. Smoke pops out of the top, and you know, his bedroom is up here. There he is. Shikanami. No, don't. You don't want my steak. They're mine. But yeah, I don't know what Shikanami is a reference to. I'm assuming some anime of some kind. But it's really nice. There's also this balcony of his, which is really quite sweet. You can look down at Bojack. Who poor Bojack is getting rained on right now. But yeah, it was a poor time for it to rain. I'm sorry about that. But I mean, I can't sing this house's praises enough. I can't sing Shad's praises enough. It's a really good looking house. Up here is his little storage attic kind of thing. I think it's really neat. Must be a pain in the ass to go up and down it all the time, but I can respect it. All my storage is on top of a giant mountain, so I completely understand. Where should I go? Maybe I should go to Shad's other area really quickly. I know I'm skipping a lot of stuff. We'll get to all that. But this is Shad's hole. We've got 2 holes on the server. Shad's big fucking hole. What is this? Okay. But you can go down it. It's got a rail cart system in it. It looks really quite sweet. I mean, this man, he builds better than me, I feel like. I don't know. I mean, if you just, like, look on top of it, I just like the look of that. Look at it's a big fucking cave. There's nothing really past here that he's built. I'm sure it's just a cave that he mines. But I mean, I really like it. I really like the idea. It's very unique, very, much more interesting than my mine shaft and stuff. So, if we can, oh, it's it takes a little bit to get back up, but yeah, Shad's areas are definitely, outside of the stuff that I've built, Shad's areas are definitely my favorite. As I apologize, it's taken a while. But we are just nearing the top of his cave. So you can deposit the cart back down. And we can get out of the cave and go somewhere else. Let's quickly... I want to do a flyby of the entire area, but right now it's being rained on, so we'll just quickly go over here and mention the other Matt. Over there is Mateus, and over here is Matthew. This is his area. His his trees got destroyed by lightning earlier. But yeah, he's been on like maybe 2 times and made a little house for himself. It's nothing too special yet. I'm sure he's got big plans, but that's his house for now. I'm trying to think of what other areas I could go to within this little village of ours, but there really isn't too much. The only other person that lives at this village currently lives over here. This is a friend of ours in the community, a friend of ours' son. Um, Now, full disclosure, I don't know much about him. I don't know, um, I don't know much about him, and I don't know, like, how old he is. We don't really talk to him outside of, like, communicating on the world. Um, so I just feel like I have to, explain that. Um, but yeah, he makes these little auto farms. I believe this one's broken right now. Yeah, that's unfortunate. But this is his XP farm. This is how we got really, really quick XP. It worked on infestation potions and armadillos. And it's really quite interesting, really quite small and compact. And this is his food source, is just a simple auto chicken farm. And he's just got like this random assortment of stuff. I occasionally pop in and give him little gifts, and he occasionally pops in and gives me gifts every once in a while, so that's really nice of him. But outside of this world, I don't really have any contact with him, so, and neither does anyone besides his father, of course, who is a part of the community. Now the the elephant in the room. Well, it's not an elephant, I shouldn't say. It's not, it's really quite interesting, is our little marketplace here. This idea was made by, Zokeo. And this is his area. I'll talk about it in a moment, but, Zokeo's, marketplace, and there will be occasionally some shops that, pop up here and there, as things are developing. I'm gonna quickly, if I can, sleep. There we go. So, Zokeo, made this marketplace kind of just, randomly one day. I don't really exactly, know why, but you know, he did that, and I think I was the first person to put a shop down. It was this shop right over here. Both of these shops are mine. This one is an enchantment book that I how I get these enchantment books, by the way, is I go over to the kids' XP farm, get myself, you know, 30 levels, or over 30 levels. That XP farm would get me like to 60, and then I would spend all of that on books over by the library. And it's gotten, I mean, like, just book after book after book. So that's really, really cool. And I occasionally pop in to steal some of my own books for my own stuff. This one right here is my building service. Unfortunately, no one's contacted me about it yet, but that's okay. I'm not too bothered by it. I just thought that maybe if someday I get bored and someone wants me to build something for them, then they can drop a request off there. And then over here is Zokeo's landscaping surface, and his first job, and so far his only job, has been basically transforming my entire mountain over there. So I gave him a little little review. um, so yeah, it's really quite neat. He also made this this fountain, and these two shops over here are the kids' shop over there. I don't know what his name is. His gamer tag is Catjet, so I guess I should call him Catjet. So this is um, his shops. He's got freshly imported mending books, which I have um, paid for. Look at a few. I've definitely used a couple of times, mostly just on my armor and stuff, and my pickaxe. And then over here is this just kind of like end city loot. So he's just put some tools and armor and one elytra for 64 diamonds and 2 shulkers for 15 each. So I'm sure eventually he's going to stock up with more, but that's his shop for now. I haven't really. I would take some of those shulkers. I would pay for them, but I don't have really much use for many more than 2 shulkers as is. So. But here is my final shop. Mythical fireworks. That coincides with my creeper farm, which I will get to once we get over by Tomsoft's area. So here is the rockets, and then I also sell gunpowder. 1 diamond for 3 stacks, and 1 diamond for 6 stacks. Outside of that, oh, I should go over here. So over here, is a friend of mine's from school, from real life. Everyone else on this server so far has just been people that I've found on Discord, and connected with. But here is a shack for, I should say, one of my IRL friends that Zokeo made. Zokeo made this shack because originally in this area, I think it might have been like right here or something, in this area, he just had like this 1x2 dirt hut that he just used for like 1 or 2 days, and then hasn't been on the world since. But that's okay. And so Zokeo got tired of looking at that dirt hut, so he made this little hobbit house, which I think is quite neat. It is quite neat, but it's not the dirt shack, so I'm upset that he completely destroyed that shack. Over here, I'm just gonna quickly come by it, is a little UFO, like crashed UFO that Tomsoft made. Again, I'll get over to him and talk about him in a moment, but this is just a little random crashed UFO that he made for just 1 day for no reason. But I quite like it. I think it's quite neat. I'm trying to find a good place to showcase it, but it's... Oh, there we go. That's a good... It looks neat. It looks really quite neat. Now that it's daytime and I've gone through what I believe, if I'm not mistaken, every area, every notable building and area over here, I can like do a quick flyby of the whole area and all these paths and everything. Most of them kind of lead to nowhere. But it's really quite cool. I really am proud of this, and this is all just from 1 month, I should mention. I think I forgot to mention that, but this is like I started this, I believe, on January 1st. I started this world on January 1st, and of course I was the first person to be on the world, and the second person was Zokeo, and that's why we're kind of like this. I plan on keeping up this world for, you know, as long as I can, even if I'm like the only person on the world. I plan on doing as much of it as I can, for as long as I can. And I plan on motivating myself to do that with monthly updates. I might do some more content surrounding the world eventually, outside of those monthly updates. But for now, that's about it. I believe, actually, I haven't seen it since, but I believe there is a raid farm that Catjet was in the middle of making that I can quickly... Yeah, this. I don't know if this is done. Oh, it's made... Oh, jeez. I assume that's a raid farm. He was talking about it before. I don't know how it works. I've never... Oh! This is his mending villager. Oh, shit. Very, very interesting. I wonder what's in here. Is that a mending book? Oh, it's protection 3. Oh, well. Okay, sorry, I'm getting sidetracked. I will continue on with the world. Obviously, this is not the only place on the world. As we know, I have been talking about Tomsoft's area, and I think Tomsoft's area is the last place I really need to go to. But I mean, I can make a whole video, just a separate video on Tomsoft's area. It's really quite unique. If we can get into the nether really quickly. I do apologize for the wait times and stuff. That's out of my control. There used to be a lot of lag on this world that made everything slow to a crawl, and we eventually figured out that it was due to a trial chamber that I had personally activated, and it was just collecting mobs that was just kept spawning, which was really quite annoying. I believe I have talked about this, but once again, I just... This whole tunnel is really quite cool. It goes on for a while. And over here is the marketplace portal. I forgot to mention it, but behind the portal at the marketplace is like a kind of like a room like this, but it's like inside the mountain. And again, we don't really know exactly what to do with it. There have been ideas thrown out occasionally, but Zokeo likes to just make like spare rooms and stuff for people to populate later. I think because it's quicker, I'm actually going to go to my creeper farm. Both Tom and Tom's base and the creeper farm are really quite close together, so I can talk about both pretty quickly. Like I can just fly to it with my elytra. Oh, is it on? Oh no. Sorry about the noise. I swear I shut it off, but I guess I didn't. And again, I'm sorry about the waiting time. So you have to sit through this for a moment. What in the heck is that noise? Oh, jeez. Okay. So that's just gathering creepers. But yeah, that's the creeper farm. It produces like stacks. I can just AFK at it all day. and it just produces so much gunpowder. Here is the farm in all of its glory. It's really quite something. I'm not gonna get close to it. I've had so much issue with that farm. It's not my design, by the way. I got it off of a tutorial. Oh geez. Okay, I need to talk about this really quick if I can get on a tree. So this is this is a long story. So my friend Tomsoft likes to build massive towers, um, and make them look industrial, like sort of like giant Tesla coils. And so he has started work on this like mega project in the middle of the sea. What it originally was um, to it was a mob farm. Like I think down there is still kind of a broken mob farm. This is just like a shell on top of it, and eventually after, because the first mob farm was it just didn't work for whatever reason. Um, I think he needed to build it up higher up in the sky, and he just didn't. So he eventually just built a mob farm on top of it. It's just mob farm on top of mob farm, which I find really quite funny. And he eventually started work on this tower, and this tower is not, according to him, it's not even close to full height, which I find absolutely mental. He says that it's probably going to be around the same height, if not higher than my creeper farm over there in the distance. So that will definitely be something. I could probably fly to it real quick and see the progress. Oh, he's filled it in. It originally was just this and then terminated here, but he's encased it fully. So yeah, you can definitely see that he's actively working on it. I hope this doesn't kill me. Nope. I mean, there's not too much to talk about it right now. He doesn't disclose his plans too often. I kind of have to, not force it out of him, but I kind of have to be a little nosy about it. But I will mention that that's not his base. That is not his base. And I mean, the next question is, well, you know, where is it? Is this his base? Is this abandoned village his base? No. The abandoned village is not his base, because he likes the aesthetic. Can I not sleep? I thought it was nighttime. He likes the aesthetic of like abandoned and overgrown places. That's why he planted these jungle trees everywhere. So he really he really enjoys like the chaos of just abandoned and overgrown areas, and he does a lot of urbex. Very interested in that. I'm trying to stall for time because I want to sleep if I can. God damn it! Hold on. Really? This world occasionally glitches and shows like that it's about to turn night, and then eventually the sun like will pop back up a couple. Like did it just do it right there? I don't know. Maybe I'm going crazy. But it has to have turned night right now. Alright, well it's glitching, so I'm just gonna let it turn night then. But you may be asking yourself, where is his base? Because the base is not up here, the base is not over there. Well, it's underground. This man is a hermit. And which is probably why I don't need to sleep. But I don't know. I'm kind of autistic about sleeping in Minecraft. I don't want mobs to be spawning, especially creepers. So always replace the dirt. But this is Tom's proper base that he spends quite a lot of time in. He has just rows upon rows of chests and things for random different reasons. This is just like a random assortment of utilities out here. He's got his chest or his crafting table and his furnaces over there. And if we go through this, he tells me that this is also supposed to be a Tesla coil. I don't believe him personally. I don't know what this is supposed to be, but he just randomly one day built it, and that painting randomly just spawned. It just appeared. And I don't really know. I guess there's really no purpose to it. But it looks interesting at least. It looks nice. His whole base looks really nice. But you know, again, this is not all of his base. Down here is his mine shaft, which I'm not going to go down, because I have gotten lost down there many times. This man mines like a maniac. There's no structure to how he mines. But if we go down here, there is more chests. There is more, just rows upon rows, and a lot of these chests are empty, like they're unused. But he just has so much storage, and they're all, I wouldn't say they're all unorganized, because you know, there is some level of organization in his chests, but they're all like unlabeled, so you don't know if one of them is empty or not. But I do assure you, he does use them. He just doesn't use all of them. But that's the extent of his storage. And these, by the way, these empty pockets tell me, just like up here, that he is not done with storage. He seems to have plans just in case, future-proofing, just in case he has double the amount of stuff he currently thinks he might have. Down here is a random assortment of crops and things, and you know, he uses so much quartz, by the way. But he just builds these areas, and they're really quite nice. But his base, I mean, his base is mental to me, personally. Now here, I don't know if he's done any. Oh, what's this? Oh, right. So this is his cobblestone generator. He just sits here and AFKs here and just mines cobble. Well, I think it's over here, isn't it? Yeah, he just sits and mines cobble just forever, for future projects. Because he needs so much cobble that he has made a generator for it. Now here is really quite interesting, because he has told me at one point that he wants to make an underground village down here. Don't know why. He just said he wanted to make some sort of like settlement, not like a village, like a Minecraft villager's village. You know what I mean? Well, I mean, maybe he does want to make that. I don't know if he does or not, but he just told me that he wants to make some sort of like town down here, just filled with like buildings and stuff for some reason, just because he can. I mean, a lot of these are just because he can, and I find it really fascinating. Um, I don't think there's anything new down here. This all used to be just unlit. Yeah, there's nothing down here. But it just used to be a completely unlit tunnel that goes nowhere, which I found again really interesting. This man, I mean, I don't know how to explain how his mind works to me. Down here is I don't know how far it's gone, but this is a tunnel to his tower in the sea. So if we just keep going, right, it just goes to his tower. I could probably bonk. Ow. Oh, okay, so there's nothing new. But yeah, that's insane to me. I I love Tom Space. I think outside of the things that I've built, Tom and Shad are my two favorite bases to look at. And Tom, every time I come down here for any reason, um, there's something new, and it just completely boggles my mind. Uh, so I really quite enjoy his base, and I don't think I'm trying to think of where else I can go. I think that might have been it. I think I hit everywhere that I needed to. I believe so, yeah. So I believe that is everything. That is the whole world. If I've missed something, then I am sorry. I didn't mean to. I believe if I go, yeah, if I just go like off in this direction, we'll eventually hit my mountain. And this there it is. It's with Elytra, it's really quite quick to get over here. But yeah, that is the whole settlement. That's the whole world so far. Mind you, it's only been a month on this world, and we don't play on it every day. I play on it for as long as I personally can. Like, I keep the world open for as long as I can. And, for the most part, I will just AFK, all day while other people are online. Do I have other... I don't think I do. I don't think I brought my extra rockets with me. No, I don't. So that's okay. But yeah, that's the whole world. I believe, anyway. That is the entire world currently. And it's just so... It's been so rewarding and so interesting. This definitely is a world that I've spent the most time in. I've had worlds before where I've gotten maybe iron or gotten like a couple of diamonds and then quit, you know, just stopped playing, just because it got boring after a while. But then I started playing with my friends, and that really prolonged the experience. And this is the longest running world that I have personally played on. I mean, this is my first time having like an elytra and shulker boxes and things. So that's every part of this has been so fun and so rewarding. And I love even though like most of the stuff that I build I feel like are copying something or doing a tutorial or whatever, I personally still take a lot of enjoyment and satisfaction from building them and completing them. I'm currently going back over to spawn. If the world will load, I apologize about that. But here's the spawn pavilion once more. I feel like it's really appropriate to end where I started. So I can quickly, if I have enough rockets, I can quickly show it from the sky. It looks really quite cool. I really enjoy it. This, I believe I finished this building today, like just this morning. So I'm really quite happy with it. But yeah, that's the entire world, and I hope to keep it running for many months to come. And I will keep you guys updated each time. And I just want to say thank you for watching, and thank you for having any sort of interest in this video. And thanks to all of my friends for having any sort of interest in this world. It's really quite, like I said, it's really quite rewarding and fulfilling for me. So yeah, pushing aside all the sappy shit. Thank you for watching, and this will hopefully not be the last you see of this world. My name is Mythical Triangle, but you can call me Meth, and I will see you later, I suppose. I will see you in February, at the end of it. So, thank you. Thank you for watching.